Hey guys, Jodo's board here for Transformers review number 100, Studio Series 86 Devastator, the full review. Alright, this guy, he's a pretty bulky figure, so this is going to take a while to get through. Oh wait, Bumblebee, don't! How could you, Bumblebee? Okay, so since we're starting from scratch, might as well build them from... you can only go up, right? So we're going to build them from up. We are going to start with the first Constructicon to drop, Scrapper. He's got a quite simple transformation if you start from his bot mode. So what you do is you take his front thing, his loader, you put it up like this, you take both of his arms, fold them down, and there's these little nubs in purple right there, and you just pop the arms in, repeat for both sides, and you just spread his legs like this, and that's the first one down. Second, you take Mixmaster. Surprisingly, he's a lot more simple than that somehow. What you do is you take the front of this, you hinge it down, you hinge it up, pop it in, and open this. Oh, and you gotta flip down the hands too to allow the ankle joint some movement. And I put them in the wrong, okay. Next, we are going to do long haul, but before long haul, we're going to be doing the trailer, which is, frankly, the majority of the parts that make Devastator Devastator. So you take off the cannons first. There's little 5mm ports that you pull, you push down, flip open and turn, and it becomes the hands. And doing that again, you're gonna push it down, you're gonna flip it open, you're going to turn the fist. So you have two fists. We're going to set these down. Then, as you can see, this keeps falling out, but what you do is you take off this piece from the bottom and these pieces from the sides. These will all combine to form Devastator's chest symbol, probably the most iconic part of him. And the transformation for the trailer is quite simple. You take these two parts in the bottom, you push them together, then gripping here, you pull it down and around, and it kind of accordions in on itself. Then you take the legs, pull them down, push that down, and then you put this to the side. We're going to be doing long haul. So for long haul, you grab the legs and pop them back like this. These parts on the side, these become the hands. What you do is you pull those out and pull them up like you're about to put him into his bot mode. Then you take his the hood of the truck and pull that down. Then you can sandwich up the long haul's arms, or long haul's legs, and there's these little nubs here that tab into the top, like so. And then what you do is you take his arms, or you take the arm. It should be like this. You twist it around. Hold on. Alright, so after a little bit of figuring out, we are going to restart that. You start with the arm like this. You twist it around. You pull it up so a tab right here will tab into this hole right here. And you make sure these larger tabs are facing on the outside. That will be important for when we're attaching the arms. Like so. You can pause it. Alright, next up, we're going to be doing hook. For ease of sight, I'm going to be taking off his hook, although you can leave it on for the normal transformation. So what you want to start by doing is you take his, this side, the side that doesn't have the cabs, and you pull the front part of that arm down. And then what you want to do is flip his feet down and pull it apart. You will grab the top part of this and you will move it to the side. And while you're at it, just flip this down, since on my copy it's really loose and I don't know how it's like for other copies. You take the two halves and you push them together to create this shape, this thing. You can put up the feet, and then what you will do is open this hood, flip this out, put it back in, and then on the bottom where Hook's chest is, there's a thing, and you have to pull that out to for the combination sequence. And then you take this, which is Devastator's head, flip it up, tab it in, spin it around, and flip open the face, put it down, and put the hook back on. And we are 2/3 of the way done with Devastator.
One. There you go.
Alright, next up we are going to be doing Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher and also Scavenger, they are quite simple. So you're going to start by flipping Bone Crusher like this. You're going to simply just spread his treads and flip this part down. You would then take this tread part, flip it down, and this tread part right here, flip it out, and then you will combine the two using a hole in this side. Then you flip it like this and flip this part facing this way. Finally, Scavenger. You put down Scavenger? Yes. You put down his excavator arm. And same as Bone Crusher, you spread the treads like this, and you flip this out. Then you do the same thing, you take this side, fold it in like that, Then you do the same thing, you take this side, fold it out, this side, fold it out, and combine them down the middle. And then for this part, you flip it like this and push this up. Alright, and now comes the fun part, combining him. So you take the waist part, which was the trailer, and you grab Scrapper. You see this, there is these little things in here, which slide perfectly in with Scrapper's leg, like so. And then you snap that shut. And then for Mixmaster, it's quite similar. You see that part, you just slide that into Mixmaster, snap up the that, and you at least have, and the legs are done. Next, we will take Hook and Long Haul, and it's a little bit hard to show it here, but you try to pop the hole in the top of long haul into where hook was, and you just start with that, and then you snap. Dang it! Then you just snap everything together, and you'll have the way the torso is supposed to look. And then you take the rest of the build, and you see this purple part. You put it in with this. Just pop that in. And then it can be a little bit finicky, but you have to pop these parts on long haul into where the holes are in the trailer. And once again, we are 2/3 done. All right, and now we will take Bone Crusher, turn the current Devastator build to his right, sorry, and this part that we flipped out earlier will slide into where this part is on here, and this tab on Longhaul's arm will connect into this piece on the tread. So let's just pop that in just like so. And for the final limb, we do the same thing on the other side, but with a scavenger. So slide this onto here and make sure the tab goes into the tread. Technical difficulties, folks. Okay. We are super close to being done.
There we go.
Alright, we are super close to having Devastator finished. We just have a few minor things left to do. So the first thing we will do is we will take the chest component, and this and if you take a look at here, there's these tabs on the sides. These go right into where the front of Longhaul's truck is. And these tabs right here, they tab into these holes on Longhaul and Scavenger. And there is a gap in the top of here for these holes. So you just push that in, push that in, push that in, and it's looking like this. Then you will take one hand, put the peg into where this hole is on Scavenger's arm, or if you can get it in. This is the finicky arm. And then you do the same thing on Bone Crushers. And there you have it, folks. The completed Devastator Combiner.
The posability is pretty good on this thing. It has about what you'd expect from the Combiner. It's got arms. This is one problem. Bone Crusher's, for some reason, this section is weird. So if you try to move his arm down like that, it does that. Also, I'm sure you noticed during the filming, but Scavenger's bucket is only tabbed in with this, and it was popping out repeatedly. So that can make some poses pretty difficult, but they managed to give him ankle pivots so he can do stuff like that. He's got posable fingers, although I've already tried, not much fits in with that. He's got, his knees can bend all the way up there, back there, and completely out to the side. He's got a, believe it or not, he's got a waist, and he's got kind of a neck. He can't really look up or down, which is not quite fun, which is kind of fun. For scaling, he's probably the biggest figure that I have. Here he is next to Superion, and yeah, he's pretty big. And here he is next to Devastation Optimus, which is probably the best scale for him. So yeah, he's pretty big. Would I recommend him? I absolutely would. Especially if you like Generation 1. Alright, thank you all for watching. Please, if you like Transformers, please consider subscribing. And I'll see all of you in my next adventure.